Hey, what's going on? Good morning. It's Jared Havens here, financial freedom strategist. I am extremely hyper this morning, actually. I have a lot of energy, a lot of raw energy. I'm having an apple right now. I probably don't even need it. But hey, I wanted to do something a little off topic for me, typically, and what I do in my Facebook lives, and something that I wanted to share with this is applicable to anyone, but I especially feel like this is something that's very important for the men out there, okay? And I'm taking this all from personal experience, everything that I have personally gone through in my life, identifying areas of weakness that I needed to work on, and just really put together a plan and a strategy to be able to effectively take not only control, but really amplify when it comes to my goals, when it comes to fulfillment, when it comes to happiness, when it comes to excitement, when it comes to natural raw energy, when it comes to mental clarity. I mean, there's so much that comes from this. And so I just kind of want to break down things that I've discovered about myself. And I really hope that this information resonates with you and motivates you. And really, what inspired me to do this was a conversation that I had last night. Got done with Muay Thai last night, went home, showered, changed real quick, hung out with a really good friend of mine and a few other people. And it was just a great time. We were watching football, having great conversation. And a part of our conversation we had last night was talking about the Muay Thai fighting that I'm doing right now. And we were just kind of discussing how much fun it is, the type of training, how different it is. And I was explaining to him, one thing that draws me to it is the fact of not only is it just an absolutely insane workout, I mean, it really is, but what I love about it is the fact that it requires so much of your mental focus. So, like, not only are you moving your body, you're having to do certain strikes, certain rotations, certain kicks, certain knees. You have to defend yourself. You have to move. You have to be more fluid with your body. And so, you don't even have a chance to even think about how exhausted you are at that time. I mean, you are just going. And, with that, there's an added benefit. When you start to do something like this consistently, I don't know if any of you have ever felt this way, but a lot of times when you're kind of feeling down on yourself, when you're feeling stressed out, when you might be even depressed, I was depressed just years ago. I get it. And I'm not the type of person to ever get depressed. And I was actually depressed legitimately. And so I get it now. Like, I feel like I can actually have real empathy for others that have gone through something like this. But when you're in kind of like this state of like just you don't feel good about yourself, okay? You really need to look at physical fitness. And I know people talk about this all the time, but I'm telling you, it is the best medicine when it comes to your mental, your mental state, how you feel. And then when you do something like martial arts, when you do something like, Muay Thai, boxing, kickboxing, anything that requires you to do these unique movements and really use your brain, that neurological with along with your body, it does so many positive things. But on top of that, think about it like this. Do you ever find yourself, I mean, really think about this because I used to be this way. When someone would like make a comment about you or maybe criticize you or even just give you constructive feedback, do you ever find yourself where you kind of get defensive by that? Like you immediately defense mechanism up and you kind of push back on it right away. Well, the reason why, at least for me, when I used to operate that way, it's because I wasn't feeling good about myself. And a lot of times those comments landed. They either landed because underlying I knew it was true, or it landed because maybe it wasn't true, but it still bothered me. And I felt like I had to like stand up for myself and spit something back. But when you start doing something like I'm talking about when it comes to like physical fitness, when it comes to pushing yourself through Muay Thai, through kickboxing, through boxing, or something like that, that type of interaction doesn't even phase you anymore because the reality is you're already doing something so much you're far surpassing what I would say probably 99% of the people in this world are even doing, which is actually pushing yourself to a limit to see how far you can take yourself when it comes to your goals, when it comes to your body, when it comes to your mind, and just moving forward. And so for me, I'm just going to kind of break down my routine. I'm very much about discipline right now, about routine, and I like to spice it up and throw some things in that are fun and just spontaneous. But when it comes to the overall structure, I get up early every morning. I'm up at 5 a.m. I even push to do that on the weekends. I'm hitting the gym in the morning, doing fasted cardio, doing either red light therapy or sauna when I can. I get home, I shower, I change, I get ready for the day. I am like already mentally there. I'm ready to rock. And while I'm doing fasted cardio, I'm visualizing my life. I'm visualizing what it is that I want to accomplish that day. I'm visualizing what my life is going to look like in the future. I mean, I'm just taking it in. I'm listening to podcasts to educate myself when it comes to business, when it comes to sales processes, when it comes to communication, when it comes to speaking. I mean, anything that I can do during those times to either visualize when it comes to like what I want in my life, affirmations, and then on top of that, I want to feed my brain. I want to feed my brain with as much as possible, so I'm constantly learning, I'm constantly moving forward. Then I'm in the office. I am rocking it out in the office. I am helping people. I am supporting people. I'm supporting my team. I'm supporting my clients. I'm supporting my partners. And I'm just going a million miles an hour to make this happen every single day because I want to know that when I left that office that day, I did everything possible to just improve, even if it's just 1%. Even if I just improved 1%, I feel very good about that day. And then from there, it's off to Minnesota top team. It's Muay Thai training. It's a great way, not only like I talked about exercise, mental fitness, everything involved, but it's a great community. I think it's very important for people to be involved in the community in some aspect, socializing, having fun with others, push yourself, meet like-minded people. And then when it comes to the evening, it's spontaneous. It's either I'm exhausted and I just want to listen to an audiobook and learn and then go to bed. Like last night, I decided, you know what? I want to hang out with my buddy Seth and some few other friends, and we just had an absolute blast. Had the football game on, had great conversation. So you just kind of leave things open. You don't want to be like overly structured in a way that you feel like, oh, I can't have room for anything else. But you need to have that core discipline, and it really needs to involve in your health, in your fitness, and in your work and your passions. If you can just make sure that those four things you are approaching every single day, I'm telling you right now, you will feel amazing, and it happens fast. It happens fast. People say 21 days makes a habit. I'm telling you, if you start hitting it like that, treat every day as its own. Look at your day and say, what can I accomplish today to make myself feel better, to perform better, to be better? And just look every day as its own. It's its own life in a way. Do what you can today and approach it that way every single day. If you know what it is that you want in the future, if you have a good idea of where you want to go, that's perfect. But if you kind of overanalyze it, if you over obsess over outcomes, that can actually be a negative in itself. So you have to have awareness of like, what is it that you want? Where do you want to be in life? Who do you want to be with? Who do you want to associate with? What do you represent? What are your goals? What are your values? What is your alignment? And you just got to figure that out and start approaching it. And then once you know that, then go back and treat every day as its own life. Do as much as you can today. And I'm telling you right now, if you do these things, you will just be blown away by the results. And you will become an attractor versus constantly pursuing something that you think to better your life. Instead of always, what was the term? It's saying something like, man, I'm trying to blank on it, but it's like when you constantly dwell on what other people's have, like, oh, these people seem to have this and I don't have that. And man, I really wish I could do this and I can't because of these reasons. It's like when you over obsess on what you don't have, it kind of puts you in that negative mindset. It kind of puts you in that negative space. And then if you start looking at what's happening in the world, and if you view it in a way where it's a negative thing, oh, nothing's working, the world is messed up, and all these different things, you're going to catch yourself in these loops of negativity that just ultimately drag you down. Okay. So I'm not saying not to have awareness of what's going on in the world. You should. But what you need to do is focus on, okay, here are some things happening. What can I do today to better myself and be better for my family, be better for my community, be better for my children, be better for my friends, okay? And that is the key right there. So I know this is completely off topic. I am just in a great mood today. I had a blast last night. I already rocked it out in the gym this morning. I am ready to work for you guys today. So if you need some help, hit me up. Let me know what's going on when it comes to your credit, your financial wellness, your goals, if you're a small business owner. Let's connect. Let's rock this out. Let's hit our goals and just constantly progress 1% every single day, constantly. Okay. All right. Have a great day.